What up, witches and beaches? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for the first time ever, maybe, possibly. Anyways, welcome. So today we're looking into this full moon in Virgo. This full moon in Virgo has hands. Like, let's just be real. It is all about those harsh truths, harsh realities. We are coming to the end of the zodiac calendar or the astrological calendar. So this is like the end of season. Get right with yourself. Whereas, like, you know, our traditional calendar, we have New Year's and New Year's Eve, everybody's making New Year's resolutions. This is actually seasonally the ending of the year. So that's why you've probably been feeling a lot coming up for you. We have the sun in Pisces. Happy birthday, Pisces. My birthday's March 6th. So if you're a Pisces, let me know, when's your birthday? Are you a February? Are you a March? Anyways, this full moon is happening on February 24th. We're gonna first jump into pulling some cards, looking at the energy of this full moon in Virgo and what it's bringing up for the collective. And then we'll be going into each zodiac sign and what the specific guidance and energy is around you. Make sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for the most all-encompassing message, or if you just want to stick with your sun sign, that's also a choice, or your rising sign, that's also a choice. You have free will, bitch. Pick what you want to pick. Anyways, I'll see you around. Moon in Virgo. This is the energy of balancing practicality and spirituality. It is about allowing yourself to really remove those limitations and see what the fuck is possible for you, but also allowing yourself to invoke that Virgo full moon energy of having inspired action, knowing that you are good enough to do the things that it is that you're wanting to do. The energy of the sun and the moon are opposing, and so it's all about finding the balance. Your cup runneth over. What are the things that you're gonna let intentionally fall off to the side so that you can create balance and stability again in your life? Or maybe for the first time in your life, you know, whatever, no judgment. But with this particular combination, it's one of my favorites because Pisces and Virgo are sister signs, and I feel like they balance each other really beautifully naturally. We have that Virgo energy that is like the tough love. They're kind of the tough mom energy where they're like, okay, babe, you still need to clean your room. I'm never gonna stop loving you, but you need to clean up your fucking room. Pisces, they're the ones that made the mess, essentially, with all of their arts and crafts and imagination and all of those things. And then Virgo comes in to be like, okay, babe, I love what you've done here, but we need to start cleaning up around here. And also, what's your favorite art project, and what do you like? What kind of frame do you want to put it in, and do you want to display it? And that is the vibe that we have here. So full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. This card is bursting with goddess energy and reminds you that while it's wonderful to have lofty dreams, you also need to ground those desires by taking inspired action. Commune with the heavens, but take practical steps down here on earth. Draw down the energies of the divine by doing something as seemingly trivial as making a bullet point list of what you need to do to manifest your dreams into reality. Also, know that you're 100% worthy of your dreams. Ditch self-effacement, criticism, and second-guessing yourself and others. This is also the end of the zodiac calendar. Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign in the chart, and so basically this is that end of year New Year's resolution. Who do you want to be? Who are you? And all of those good questions. And so this full moon in Virgo really invites you to take stock of that in a very practical, but also with the Pisces sun, magical way. That is the energy of this full moon. Now I'm gonna get into looking into each of these zodiac signs, doing a Celtic cross reading and seeing how this full moon is really gonna be affecting you at this time, what your guides want you to know, some advice. So if you're interested, stick around. You can check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the most encompassing message. I'll see you there. What up, Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, witches and bitches. All right, let's see what is in store for you this full moon in Virgo. What's going on for Pisces spirit? Okay, we got a lot going on here. Shoot. Shoot. The Celtic cross was a bold choice when you don't have that much space. So right off the bat, Pisces, I see a lot of clarity happening for you around this full moon. It feels like, I mean, no surprise, you've had your emotions wrapped up in your material world, like your finances, your health. It feels like around this full moon, with everything that I'm seeing, it's really about you needing to get a little bit closer to aligning with your illogical, magical, creative self even more. What I'm seeing with us showing up as the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it speaks to this feeling of disconnect within our working environment, within our health. It's still on our mind, but there's still this disconnect there. What's crossing us is the Ace of Cups, which I find really beautiful because it feels like we are finally allowing ourselves this full moon to just embrace our feelings, to feel refreshed with our feelings. It feels like there's a new beginning for us emotionally. It feels like we're prioritizing the shit that really feels good in our hearts, the people that make us happy, spending more time with friends and family and being in that environment rather than being so consumed in those thoughts we were talking about with like money, health, and wealth, and that kind of shit. With the world in reverse beneath us, it's speaking to almost this Groundhog's Day energy that we've been in. And with the recent past being the moon in reverse, it feels like we're having a lot of clarity around this full moon. And the near future with the Eight of Cups in reverse tells me pretty soon we're going to have to leave behind an old emotional. How I'm hearing it is like we used to be scared to take time for ourselves, or we'd feel guilty about it or selfish in a really negative way, because a lot of us feel like we're caretakers. But right now this full moon feels like the opportunity for us to really shift our focus towards saying fuck that. The way that we can affect our environment is the Seven of Swords in reverse, which tells me we need to just cut straight to the point. No bullshit. We can't be lying. We can't. This is like getting sick of your own shit. This is calling yourself out on your own bullshit. So how you can really help this situation is to recognize, okay, I've been putting too much emphasis on one aspect of my life, on my work and my health, and I've been kind of stuck in my head and feeling really stuck in that place. And before, I used to criticize myself or give myself shit for just wanting to be in my own space or wanting to do something nice for myself. I'm not going to do that anymore. How Spirit's really hooking up the situation with the Four of Cups. They're trying to like wake you up. It feels like you've been in this place of apathy again, just kind of stuck on this focus point of what are the bills looking like and what's my health looking like, and just like taking stock of all the material things. That Spirit is really saying, no, like you thrive in the ethereal, you thrive in the emotion. So allow yourself to really plug into your feelings and honor what comes up so that you can have clarity. You can like receive that cup they're trying to hand to you. And the advice here is the Queen of Pentacles. That is the magnet. She sits back and lets herself receive, and that is the energy that they want you to embody when it comes to your material world. They want you to sit back and take care of your health and receive prosperity, and to know that you don't chase, you attract. You're about to receive so many gifts. You are on so many people's minds right now because your birthday is around the corner, and also because you embody that Piscean energy, and that's what's really floating around these days. So this full moon, Spirit is really telling you like you need to let go of this unhealthy attachment to the past. Really speak to your inner child. What do they want to do? How do they want to have fun? How do they want to celebrate their birthday? Allow yourself to stop being stuck in the old patterns and rather connect to that younger version of yourself, that childlike energy, and honor them rather than just looping in this, I wish it were like the good old days, or so hard being an adult, I miss when I was a kid, or if you're a parent, prioritizing your kids' happiness over your own. Like this full moon is saying, get right with yourself, mama. Get all the way right. Call yourself out on your bullshit and know that like what's crowning you here, the Ten of Pentacles, is longevity of finances and wealth. This is like your kids being set up for good, your partner being set up for good, you being good. Like, this isn't just a one-time, here's a coin. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the completion of the cycle. This is healing that wound. So this full moon is giving you every opportunity to check yourself and be like, yo, I've been out of alignment from my intuition, and I forgot I have a fucking superpower where I can literally just connect to the other side and be more playful and expressive and woo and all of that. And especially during Pisces season, hello, it's like the battery is fully charged and you're refusing to use the battery. Come on. Meanwhile, battery on my camera is dying. This full moon, Pisces, it is really about you remembering who the fuck you are, remembering that you are a magical being, really leaning hard into it, because you are doing yourself a massive disservice if you keep forgetting that you are the secret sauce. Okay? Okay, what's some guidance? The arts, express yourself through creative activities. Hello. And then you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Don't need to keep concerning yourself with all of the other players around you in this game. Recognize that you are the active player. What do you want to play, all right? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Pisces. Let me know what came up for you, how that resonates, and I'll see you on the next one. Beaches, bye. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, let's see what's going on for you this full moon in Virgo. Oh, right off the bat, you guys are at a crossroads. You guys are at a rock and a hard place and you don't want to make a choice. That's difficult. Outcome. Oh, God. Aries, first of all, can I just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through it. I'm sorry that things are feeling difficult, bro. Like, straight up difficult. Let's see what this decision is, because let's get some clarification around this Two of Swords in reverse, please. Aries, it feels like this full moon is calling you to be the bad guy. The thing is, I don't think you're being the bad guy. I think that you're the embodiment of spirit teaching somebody a lesson, and also teaching yourself a lesson in the process. Interesting, because it's the 10 of Pentacles upright and we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse as the underlying energy. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Wands. I feel like you guys are in this position to really allow yourself to flourish. It's kind of like you have this opportunity to become independent and to grow. But in order for you to do that, it feels like you need to leave behind some people that you've been kind of carrying. They're showing me people dragging on your coattails, like literally as if you had like those long, like those opera coats or whatever, and somebody is like sitting on the train of your coat and you've been dragging them. You've been trying to support them, trying to uplift them, trying to give them all the ass pats and all of that, but it just feels like you've carried them as far as you can go. And now you're recognizing, okay, I have to make the hard decision to literally just prioritize myself. And if shit's gonna fall apart, shit's gonna fall apart. This could be somebody that you work with too, or that you share finances with or something like that. This is an unhealthy relationship that Spirit is giving you opportunity to grow away from and to move on from. But it's going to definitely require you actually stepping into who you are and who you want to be and giving yourself space to really explore that, because it feels like you've experienced a lot of holding yourself back because you didn't want to step on the toes of others. They're telling you, recognize the toxic attachment that you've been displaying within this relationship. When the devil shows up, this isn't just like a one-time thing. This is a one-time situation. This is a bigger picture lesson that they're trying to bring to your awareness of a pattern that you exhibit or feel like you are responsible for somebody else's sense of peace, stability, peace of mind, all of that shit is not your responsibility. Spirit's saying the way that we got it is you just need to stop trying to bring the trash back into your house. We are cleaning house and you keep bringing the boxes back in, okay? So this right here is Spirit saying you need to look at why you keep bringing these damn boxes of trash back into your house, because we're doing everything that we can to get you some spring cleaning, to prioritize yourself, to have discernment, to do all of those things. But because you keep doing this shit, you need to relinquish control. Recognize that things are going to be tough before they get better. It's falling away because it was built on faulty foundation. It wasn't meant to be stable, sturdy, and long-term. You need to let it all fall so that it can be rebuilt on a sturdy, stable, intentionally, consciously built foundation. And that requires you to be intentional and conscious when you build this new foundation. Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Blossoming, you're just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. What is falling away is meant to fall away so that you can have room in your life for what's growing. Spirit is cleaning up your life so that it can make room in your life for the things you've been calling in. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Aries. Please let me know how that resonates for you in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one, beach. Bye. What up, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you. Oh geez, right off the bat? Gazooks. Okay. What I just heard is y'all need some R&R. 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 I just heard you're fighting an uphill battle. Yeah, and now I'm seeing the underlying energy being the Hanged Man. What I heard is let us do our job. Spirit said let us do our job. And then the outcome here is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yeah. All right. This totally makes sense why I was hearing you're fighting an uphill battle. It just feels like you guys are not receiving the warning signs, or the warning shots is how I'm hearing it. It feels like Spirit is making you deeply uncomfortable because you keep trying the same fucking thing. It's like you keep seeing people as the issue. This person wasn't ready for me. This person fucked it up, or whatever it was. But how they're seeing it is like you need to recognize the calls coming from inside the house. Take a beat and recognize that you keep perpetuating the same cycle and just thinking that the new person's gonna show up and that they're gonna be the game changer. You need to be the game changer. And with Spirit really communicating heavily with your intuition, they're saying you need to allow yourself to just observe this uncomfortable position. Taurus, your energy and your emotions feel very tied to your home life, to your material world. And so Spirit is trying to create a sense of stability in one area of your life. It feels like within your finances and your health. They're really wanting to anchor in this balance there and the sense of strength there, so that your emotions and your mental health can really have sanctuary to breathe and to process and to be. So when you are going into these, how I'm hearing it is this beautiful work environment. Like when you are going into your place of work or going to work at the gym, like you're putting in work there, go there knowing that this is a reflection of what is possible for you. If that feels uncomfortable for you, meaning like you don't actually enjoy your workplace, or you don't really go to the gym or go for walks or whatever and tune into your physical health, then that again is Spirit trying to wake you up and say, hey bitch, we've been trying to get a hold of you about your car's insurance or whatever that whole thing is. Get right with yourself. A new perspective feels a little uncomfortable, but you gain enlightenment from it. Observe, hold space, process the things that are coming up for you. Because there's a lot of room in your life to celebrate. It's just you've been engaging and disengaging with your intuition. It's like you tap into your intuition then you hurt your own feelings, and then you don't want to think about it anymore. You don't want to talk to that energy anymore. But Spirit is like, no, you need to talk to that part of you. Hold space for what you're fucking feeling. If it makes you uncomfortable, let it make you uncomfortable so that you can get through it. Cry, recognize where in your body that energy is, and just breathe into that space. Let yourself cry, let yourself scream into the pillow, punch the bed, whatever it is you need to do to really work through those emotions so that you can recognize, oh shit, I've been in this place of constantly focusing on, for example, I've been constantly focusing on my love life when all of the other aspects of my life are flourishing, and I'm not engaging with those things because I'm so dissatisfied in this one aspect of my life that I'm not allowing myself to really appreciate all of the celebratory magical things that are happening for me because I'm still in this place of like, meh, that's not what I asked for. I want to experience the love of my life. And here you are thinking that Prince Charming is gonna come riding around the corner, when in actuality, it's this community of people that surround you with so much genuine fucking love and lift you up and teach you what love is and show you about your potential. But you're over here mean mugging because you didn't get what you specifically asked for. Spirit's like, we're giving you more than what you asked for. It requires you to recognize your patterns though. What's some guidance for Taurus? Ooh, independent and boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. I wanted this romantic experience, and Spirit's like, no, that's not for you just yet. It's your independence from that is going to create the foundation for your success. Full moon in Virgo is bringing to your awareness some uncomfortable truths, but it is necessary for you to see them so that you stop fighting the process. Spirit is advising you to release your apathy, release your frustration so that you can more clearly receive this blessing and address this imbalance you've been feeling in your life. So that is what I am seeing for you, Taurus. Let me know how that resonates for you in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What up, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Wait, and Venus, that part too. Okay, let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you, Spirit. Not bad, not bad. Y'all showing up as the Six of Wands. It's an energy of victory, feeling your oats, all of that good shit. And then we have the Queen of Wands crossing you, which definitely feels like, again, feeling your oats. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is creative, mysterious, beautiful, passionate. She is, in fact, that bitch. This Virgo full moon is definitely coming through with the harsh truths. They want you to do what you do best and communicate. Gemini, y'all are really good about communicating. You talk a lot. However, where you struggle is being really concise with what decision you're making. And right now it feels like you have a decision you're needing to make. Let's get some clarification on this Two of Swords, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit. So it's possible that you guys right now may be thinking about leaving a work environment. It feels like you're ready for a restart, a rebrand is what I just heard. It feels like you're wanting to get a lot more clear on who you are and what it is that you're doing in your life. There's also this aspect of charity that's coming in for you. So if you've been wanting to work with charity, or maybe you've been wanting to receive charity, whether that is like an opportunity, it feels like that's coming in for you. Ultimately, it just feels like you guys are wanting to really step out and to be more in what I'm hearing is being in the forefront of a creative field. Like that's where you're really wanting to show up, but for whatever reason you guys are feeling really wobbly about it. I don't know if you feel like you need to meet somebody else's expectations, or you're trying to think logistically about, you know, it feels like you guys are leaning a little too far into practicality. and it's making your life a little bit too boring for you. How you can affect the environment with this Five of Cups is recognizing that you've been sitting in this place of looking at what's worked, what hasn't worked, and just being stuck in it. And Spirit's really calling you to turn around and understand that there are opportunities here for you to really flourish. There's a gift being given to you, whether that's, because again, this Six of Pentacles is about charity. It feels like that's what's coming in that allows you to no longer be in this place of, I have to stay in the mundane, I have to keep showing up at this fucking work when I don't like it. You know, it's like Spirit is giving you the opportunity to do things your own beautiful, creative way. The Hermit is being guided by their own internal light, and the outcome being the World tells me that there really is this opportunity for a brand new beginning. The World is fertility and abundance and blessings and new, because you keep saying, like, you keep talking yourself out of what it is that you want to do. That's why Spirit's saying you need to have that discernment. You need to have clarity on the things that you want to move forward in. And so that comes from you remembering who the fuck you are and allowing yourself to be passionate again. Allowing your passion to be the driving force that creates that stability that you're wanting, that creates that financial structure under you, that creates that foundation, but it needs to be driven by your passion. This full moon in Virgo is the harsh truths, and the harsh truths is that y'all need to get clear on what the fuck you're talking about rather than just talking for talking's sake. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Again, those karmic scales. And then inner goddess, when we were talking about feeling your oats. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, appreciating your divinity. Beautiful. Gemini, you are being called to have fun again, to feel passionate again, to allow yourself to get real. Like, that is the harsh truth. You've been living somebody else's reality is how this feels. And they are saying you have every opportunity to get very clear on what it is that you want to create for yourself, what your unique voice has to say. There is a stage and an audience being laid out in front of you. Spirit has that. How I'm hearing it is they have that in droves. I don't know if that makes sense, but how I'm getting it is like there are endless, infinite amounts of opportunities and energies that want to hear and receive your message and your perspective. If you keep filtering your message and your perspective to fit somebody else's idea of success, all of those infinite amounts of people and opportunities go to somebody else. Gemini is known as the voice of the gods. Like, you speak for the higher realms. And if you're over there playing devil's advocate with yourself constantly, then that message never gets shared because you've talked yourself out of sharing it. That life doesn't get to be led because you talked yourself out of living it. The inner goddess, she's vulnerable right now. She has her heart space exposed and raised up to the sky. There could be a danger out there. There could be some rando who runs up and stabs her right in the chest. There are dangers out there that, you know, all of that shit. But no, she's like, I'm gonna allow myself to be vulnerable because I'm a fucking goddess and I'm gonna take up space and I'm gonna trust that I'm protected. I am trusting that I am connected. I am trusting that I am, in fact, a goddess. So I'm going to be led by my truth, honor that vulnerability because I know that I'm connected to so much more than myself. All is being balanced out for you right now, and all you have to do is speak plainly about how you genuinely feel. Woo, get it, Geminis. All right, my loves, so that is what I am seeing for you. Please let me know how that resonated for you in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Wow. That's why I was saying yikes. Oh my goodness. Wow, Cancers. And I just saw the sun peeking out too for you. Underlying energy here being the Wheel of Fortune. This full moon is coming with hands, bitch. Cancer, they are really, really emphasizing for you a pattern that you are done with. That old thought, that old mental blockage, that old attachment you had, the limitations, all of that shit, all of those blockages you put on yourself, we don't want them hoes anymore. So let's see what crowns you. Yup, Two of Wands. New phone, who this? Beneath you, the world, exactly. New phone, who this? Yeah. I'm also hearing moving on up to the east side. Yeah. Beautiful that the near future and what you're showing up as is 10, which represents a completion of a cycle, which also the world is the representation of the new cycle. It's fertility, abundance, spring equinox energy, which spring equinox is on March 19th. So it's right around the corner for you guys, or for all of us. But ultimately it feels like Cancer, this full moon, you are without a doubt getting very clear on the new energy that you want to feel in your life, the new direction you want to take in your life. So how can Cancer affect the situation? Yes, speaking clearly and directly, asserting yourself and saying, this is who I am, this is what I want to do. Some of you may be writing, curating a new something. It just feels like you guys have recognized this new thought, this new sword, this new opportunity for you to grab life by the balls and say, this is who the fuck I am. I'm just gonna fucking do this. I'm done with this shit, and I'm fully entering this energy of I said what the fuck I said. I'm seeing you guys like writing, how I'm hearing it is trajectory. You're writing down your trajectory. Ooh, Chariot in reverse. It feels like they are putting a pause on the game that you're in. It's interesting. They're showing me like Quicksilver in the X-Men movie when he's running through and changing all of the things that are happening, but he's going warp speed and everything else around him is moving slow because he's Quicksilver. So that feels like the environment that Spirit's really putting you in right now. Is you're having this very clear that we are done with this shit and I am stepping into my power and I'm invoking a new direction where I'm creating balance for myself. So you see very clearly the adjustments that you want to make, and Spirit is kind of slowing down the environment so that you can appropriately affect the things that you want to affect. Wow, that is powerful, dude. This full moon in Virgo, yes, ma'am. Get clear on what it is that you're releasing, which it feels like you have a really good idea on what it is, what you want to get rid of, the burdens you've been holding on to that you're done with. It feels like those limitations, whether they were mental blocks, it really does feel like you've convinced yourself of limitations and you've realized that you've done that, and now you don't want to do that anymore. This Ace of Swords is about, you know, the pen is mightier than the sword kind of thing. So journaling what it is that you are fucking sick and tired of will be really helpful for you, because it'll give you that slow down moment to reflect as well. Maybe do a little bit of meditation. Holy shit, Cancer. And then, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune as the underlying energy here. To have the World and the Wheel of Fortune with all of these aces, wow. Holy shit, this full moon is a magical, super impactful one for you, Cancer. So don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. If you've been stewing in this energy of I'm sick of how things have been, but I don't know what to do about it, don't stew on it. Just fully honor and send off. Like, have a little ceremony, funeral for that aspect of yourself, you know? If you don't know where you're going next, know that Spirit's really lining that up for you. They're giving you this wand in order for you to have that ability to move forward, to travel somewhere else. Like, you have the world in your hands. You have the world in the palm of your hand. Now it's just about you accepting that. Yeah, golden opportunity. Oh, shoot. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Exactly. Oh my God. prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Holy crap, Cancer. Truly, this is such a powerful energy for you on this full moon. I really, really, really hope that you heard something in your reading that spoke to you, that just like cracked the code for you to be like, okay, this is how I'm gonna get myself out of my way and really, really step into all of the opportunities that Spirit is lining up for me, because they are lining them up. And the limitations, it feels like there's been a limitation that you put on yourself where you're like, nah, I can't do that. That's gonna require too much, or I don't know enough. Recognizing that you've put that boundary on yourself, recognizing it, and then being like, I don't fucking like that limitation. That doesn't align with me anymore. Use that full moon to release it. When you engage in full moon rituals, it is being a conscious co-creator in that process with the universe. Okay, Spirit, I recognize that I've been putting boundaries and limitations on myself that were unnecessary, and I realize that they don't align with me anymore. So this full moon, I'm gonna release being in my own way. I'm gonna release limiting beliefs so that I can have full access to my prosperity and access to those doors that are opening in front of me. And there's a lot of new doors opening in front of you. You literally have the World, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So that is what I am seeing for you, Cancer. Please let me know what came up for you, how that resonated, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. What up, Leo, Suns, Moon, Risings, and Venus? Let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you. I just heard the word collapse. So we'll see what, okay. Let's see what that is about. Oh, Leos, not you feeling like your crown got knocked off. What the fuck? How can Leo affect the situation? Ooh, your favorite, patience. How is Spirit handling the situation? Mother has arrived. You need to get out of the way. Spirit is in the house. How I'm seeing it is like you're taking your final bow on this stage. Like this cast that you've been surrounded by in creating this production, you're now doing the curtain call and moving on. And there's a part of you that feels like itchy about that feeling. Like, am I gonna see these people again? Do I have to rebuild? Like, what does my life look like if I move on from this? Spirit's really saying you need to trust that I know what I'm doing. You need to really truly believe that you are connected to your higher source. How I'm hearing it is you truly are divinity, which means that you don't have to lose yourself in these fears that are short-sighted. The Knight of Pentacles being in reverse is speaking to like address the short-sighted visions that you keep having for your overall life. Right now you are being given an opportunity to receive new. With the Empress, she is the source of creation. She is mother. So that is, this card is to represent how Spirit is handling the situation. So when the Empress shows up, that's like mother showed up. You're gonna have opportunities where you're going to be able to be creative. You're going to create new things, create new relationships is how I'm seeing it, because with the Two of Wands in reverse as your recent past, this tells me that you've experienced friction within your relationships, and the outcome being the Two of Cups tells me that there's going to be an emotional agreement, maybe even a new relationship or a healing within this relationship that happens because of this realization that you've been thinking that you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Be patient in this process. Allow yourself to find balance. It doesn't have to be this all or nothing thing for you right now. I think that that is really what this full moon in Virgo is bringing to your awareness, because that full moon in Virgo is about the harsh truths. And this feels like the harsh truths of you feeling like when something goes wrong, you need to burn it all down and start over. You can have friendships and celebratory experiences and good relationships and solid connections. Like, you can have those things, but it requires you to find balance. Yeah, dude. Easy does it. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. That's that patience. And be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Okay, Leo, being told to invoke their strength. See yourself as strong and victorious. Don't complain about anything. Don't blame anyone or any condition. You're the embodiment of strength, not victimhood. As you rise above the old tendencies and see yourself in the new light of beautiful feminine strength. Oh, wow. Okay, come through, Empress. As you rise above the old tendencies and see yourself in the new light of beautiful feminine strength, your life will automatically shift in miraculous ways. You'll attract new opportunities, forms of abundance, and relationships to help you manifest your highest potential. Being strong means seeing yourself in the most favorable light you can imagine. Be real. Allow yourself to feel genuine emotions, but most of all, be strong. Well, damn, no wonder I felt called to read the guidebook. That was perfection. All right, Leos, that is what I am seeing for you guys. Please let me know what came up for you in this reading, how it resonated for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. What up, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you. I was gonna say, it feels like you guys are feeling more creative, like your juices are flowing. Wow, what a beautiful place to find yourself. Oh my God, so much major arcana energy. So I'm just gonna talk about what I'm seeing right now, and then we'll pull more cards and unpack and all that stuff. But to me, what I'm seeing for you right now, Virgos, is it feels like you guys are in a really beautiful place to receive new creative ideas from uncomfortable perspectives. For some of you, your health has maybe been feeling a little bit off, and that's what's caused you to be forced to kind of isolate and be in hermit mode. For some of you, it just feels like your energy has been feeling a bit off, and so that's kind of caused you to want to just retreat and be in your own energy and be in your hermit mode. Either way, this feels kind of like an uncomfortable energy where you are wanting to do more than what you feel you can. You're wanting to be more creative. You're wanting to nurture your ideas and your creative ambitions and stuff, but for whatever reason, it feels like it's halted. Again, that might just be because your energy feels off or that your health is feeling a little bit compromised, but whatever it is, just know that I'm already getting a very clear energy for you guys that Spirit is being very incredibly intentional to have you guys see things from a perspective that you didn't see before. Advice: don't rush the process is what I just heard. And outcome: 5 of Pentacles. That's what happens when you rush the process. So what this feels like is you guys are being pretty critical of yourself when it comes to your material world, your business. For some of you, you may be business owners or entrepreneurs, or maybe you are the sole breadwinner. Whatever it is, it just feels like money's on the mind. And for whatever reason, you feel like you can't do as much as you'd like to. You can't be as productive as you'd like to. But again, I feel like this is Spirit really calling you to get back to your roots, your why, your creative spark. Virgo, y'all have the tendency to show up with that damn clipboard and be checking in on everyone else. And what are you doing? Are you keeping up? Okay, am I keeping up? What do I need to do next? And it becomes very, one foot in front of the other, autopilot, just checking the to-do list and on to the next thing. And Spirit feels like they've pulled the reins on you a little bit to slow you down so that you can This discomfort that you're feeling, they're like, why are you so aggravated? Are you aggravated because you feel like you have to keep producing in order for you to be productive? You have to keep playing this fucking game and attaching yourself to shit that you know you don't need to attach yourself to? Or are you frustrated because you genuinely give a shit and you are passionate about and spiritually connected to the things that you want to do? And if that is your reason, why does that light you up? You are being slowed down so that you can look at that part of yourself that's been in go, go, go mode and sit there and ask that version of yourself, why? Why are you in such a rush? What's the hurry? Is it because you think it's going to go away? That you aren't good enough? That it won't be there when you're feeling better? And in the meantime, why does this thing light you up? And if it doesn't, then why do you give a shit? Like, why are you so invested and so frustrated and so caught up in it? They're wanting you to be guided by your own internal light, to be driven by your truth, so that you can address this lack mentality that you've had, or this lack experience of feeling like you need to just keep pushing. You don't need to keep rushing to work so damn hard all the time, or to put so much pressure on your physical body. Inner goddess, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, appreciating your divinity, undying love. This is what I was talking about when I was saying, like, are you concerned that if you take this step back to regain your composure, to hold space for your health, are you scared that if you do that, that there won't, like, the audience won't be there, the money won't be there, the opportunity won't be there because you were gone? What they're saying here is like, no, it's not gone. The efforts and the work that you've put in, like, they weren't for nothing. Virgos, my love, you are being called to stop being so damn hard on yourself, to take a step back, really get grounded into your why, breathe, tell yourself that you don't need to rush. There is no rush. You have more than enough time. You have all the time in the world. And not to mention, you're a divine goddess that is connected to so much more than just your own human abilities. Spirit has got your back, and they're moving parts around you to make sure that you are aligned with your highest path. You already know that. So just give yourself to that. Give yourself a beat. Stop being so hard on yourself. Throw that clipboard out the fucking window and really allow this full moon to bring to light that shadow aspect of yourself that has been leaning too far in the mundane and not leaning far enough into the magical. All right, my loves, that is what I am seeing for you, Virgos. Let me know what came up for you. Let me know how that resonated for you in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. What up, Libras? Let's get into it. Why don't we? All right, let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you, Libra. All right. I heard imbalance, and then all of those cards flew out. So that's cool. Recent past. Well, there's the imbalance we were talking about. Oof, they said let it fall away. Let it fall away. Ooh, okay. Advice, yeah, let it fall away. And outcome. Damn, interesting. I just heard take the L, mama. Don't fight it. It feels like there's a lot of heart healing, heart hurting, all of that you're experiencing right now. Possibly within your relationships, like your romantic relationships, maybe friendships, but either way, it just feels like your heart is hurting right now, and Spirit's really saying, I'm hearing it as soon there will be an opportunity to do something about it, but for right now, process it. Let's get some clarification over this Knight of Swords. I'm gonna get a little bit more information on what this Knight of Swords energy is about. Oh my God, it's literally the Knight of Wands is them. Okay, so Six of Wands in reverse. This is screaming like an ex relationship. This feels like a relationship that just ended, maybe a situationship where you're not ever like officially been a couple or whatever, but it feels like old shit coming back. You're experiencing this part of you that's so wounded, and the wound makes you want that person back in your life, but you know when they're around you, the energy is off. It feels like, ugh. Give yourself space to really heal this wound for once and for all. I'm gonna pull some clarification cards on that Two of Cups, because I sometimes see the Two of Cups as like an agreement between you and your higher self. Like finally starting to take yourself out on dates, loving on yourself, being very intentional with that relationship. But it can also represent like starting a new relationship with somebody else. So I want to get some clarification around the Two of Cups, Spirit, please. Oh, geez. So how this is coming through is right now you may be feeling like your ego is wounded, maybe feeling a little unsexy, which by the way, I recommend you guys listen to the Alanis Morissette song Unsexy, because this makes so much sense. Like, let's see. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics for that song just so I can explain to you guys why that song is so prevalent for your guys' reading. I'm like fighting the urge to sing it out, but let's just get into it. All these little rejections, how they add up quickly. One small sideways look and I feel so ungood. And somewhere along the way I think I gave you the power to make me feel the way I thought only my father could. And then the chorus says, I can feel so unsexy for someone so beautiful, so unloved, and for someone so fine. I can feel so boring for someone so interesting, so ignorant for someone of sound mind. That is what is being brought to your attention, Libra, is recognizing that you have been out of balance. You have been allowing these little rejections and ego bruises to take you off kilter, and forgetting that you are not this feeling of unsexy. You are a beautiful being. You don't have to agree, which by the way, read the 4 agreements if you haven't already, but you don't have to agree to this person's mistreatment of you or this person's misrepresentation of you. Bring the water in. Spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. This feeling that you're experiencing right now is temporary, babes. Allow yourself to address the imbalance that you've been feeling and start really showing up for yourself, so that, because basically I'm getting both energies around this Two of Cups. One of you dating yourself and one of you getting into an emotional connection with somebody, because this Knight of Pentacles and this Six of Pentacles with it is telling me that there is somebody that's going to be coming into your life that is for the long haul and has stability, but it also needs, like, you're getting in the way of Spirit's message, of Spirit's divine intervention. When they're taking this person out of your life, you're getting in the way of it. So you need to allow yourself to recognize that by showing up for yourself, dating yourself, cleansing yourself of old energy, prioritizing yourself, being the star of your own show. I gave my power away. I gave my power in all of these different ways, and I didn't need to or mean to. So let me re-tip those fucking scales back into my favor by seeing how much of a queen I really am. Instead of burning myself out, I'm going to be inspired. I'm going to be creative. I'm going to allow myself to address this lack of discernment that I've had, so that I can embody my true self. But first, you need to cleanse yourself so that you can receive your prosperity. All right, Libras. You are ready to cleanse yourself of the old shit. That's what I'm seeing for you, Libras. Please let me know how that resonated for you and what came up for you in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye. What up, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you. All right, Spirit, please. I heard halt, disaster ahead. What? That's how I heard it. Halt, disaster ahead. But from what I'm kind of getting from Spirit, it's not bad. It's like you guys are embarking on something new. You're allowing yourself to kind of research a different way of living, a different way of expressing yourself, of moving your energy is how I'm feeling it. It's almost like you guys have been in this, how I'm seeing it is like sitting in a fucking couch, smoking a cigarette and just, you know, motherfucking at the TV kind of energy. Like it feels like you guys have been in this stagnant, grumpy potato energy. And now you're in this place of like, okay, we need to clean some shit up. Like spring cleaning needs to happen here. And it feels like it's kind of you needing to connect with your prana, that fire energy, you needing to feel more awake. Scorpio, you guys are the fire of the water signs, and it feels like you need to have a little bit more fire. The water has gotten a little swampy, all right? There's a little bit of swamp ass happening here, lovingly, but yeah, it feels like that's kind of the stagnant, swampy kind of energy you've been in, and Spirit is really calling you to pick your head up and look around and recognize, okay, this isn't ideal, but all we need to do is first step, get off the couch. Like that's the vibe here is like, okay, we're gonna pick our head up, look around this uncomfortable position. The Hangman is enlightenment from an uncomfortable position, but you're gaining perspective now. So now that you kind of pick your head up, you look around and your house is a fucking mess and there's dishes in the sink and like shit on top of shit. Now you can recognize the situation and oof, yeah, that doesn't feel very comfortable to recognize that there's fruit flies over there or that that's where the smell has been coming from or, you know, what have you. It's just, yes, it's uncomfortable, but now you can finally address the issue at hand. You can pick yourself up off of the couch and make those first steps forward. How Spirit's affecting the situation, the moon in reverse. And we're talking specifically about this moon in Virgo too. This moon is illuminating this aspect of yourself. It's bringing to light the shadows. It might be uncomfortable for you to now have your attention drawn to the mess that is your house at this time. But now you're able to clean those places, to make adjustments, to pay attention to it, and to hold space for yourself, to know that you are worthy of living in a home, an environment, a space that feels good. Because right now, home feels crowded. That's how I'm hearing it. It feels crowded, it feels messy, it feels like it's short-sighted. The things that you're doing are just like, that's how the shit on top of shit keeps happening. Like there's a catch-all space in your room that's just been piling up. That's what life feels like for you right now, and they want you to just acknowledge that so that you can make the appropriate adjustments. But first, you can't keep going at it the way you've been going at it. Fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So the arts, express yourself through creative activities. I feel like you guys need to allow yourself to be a bit more lighthearted in things. So, ooh, my mom's calling me right now. So what I was trying to say is to make the chore fun, meaning like you get up off the couch and start playing the Lizzo song from Barbie. Dude, honestly, do that. If that's what it takes for you to get off the couch, off the bed, whatever, just out of this slump, start your day playing that song. Okay, so I'm not about to get copywritten, but it's that song. When I wake up in my own peak world, I get up out of bed and wave to my homegirls. Hey Barbie! And you know, Scorpio, you can get into that sassy fucking energy where you're like waving to your pile of clothes and like just taking the piss out of the situation. So that is what I am seeing for you this full moon in Virgo. That was a pretty cool message that I think like you're ready to dust the cobwebs off, bitch. Like get real with yourself. You're ready. You've been ready. So yeah, let it happen. And for those of you who are being super pessimistic, this was also at the bottom of the deck. Expect miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Spirits got you, bitch. Like, just have a good time and get off of your fucking little slump bubble. I love you very much, but it's time for you to get up. With that being said, let me know how this resonated for you. If anything came up for you during this reading, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you, beautiful. Whoa. Ooh, how very fitting. Sagittarius being shown as expansion and travel? No. Feels like this full moon has you feeling a little bit off kilter. Yeah, you've definitely outgrown a lot. Maybe even a place that you're living, because it feels like small town energy. Like you are ready to move beyond this. You're ready to go see what else is out there. But there's also this aspect of you that's really scared about that and what that could look like because of the people, the memories. That feels like the really big part of it. Yes, there's a bit of the practicality of the money and stability, but for the most part, it feels like what's really weighing on you is like the memories you're leaving or the connections that you're leaving, because it just feels like you've recognized that you've outgrown this environment. I keep seeing a fish tank, and you've outgrown this fish tank, you know? You're ready to go be dropped into the ocean and see what's out there. Even though, you know, you might be a little scared of that huge ocean. It just feels like, you know, you're ready to move on. You're on the cusp of doing things that are outside of your comfort zone, but also there's a part of you that feels like you're losing, like it's almost you're disassociating a little bit with it. It just feels like Spirit's really guiding you to breathe and ground yourself and know that what you're doing is necessary, and to just be as present as you can with it. You're like taking responsibility for your life. You're making efforts to really, really embody your highest self. So you shouldn't be allowing yourself to stay too long in this disconnect. Like, you're making beautiful, powerful shifts in your life. Give yourself credit through this process. Don't run away from yourself. Do not abandon yourself through this process. Abandonment of self is the abandonment of the divine, because you yourself are divinity. You are acting through that internal call that Spirit has given you. And when you disregard that and you abandon that inner call and that inner knowing, then to some degree, like, you abandon divine. Ooh, yes, baby, look at that. Bright future, be strong. Bright future, stop worrying, everything is gonna be fine. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby. Sagittarius, it just feels like we both know that you know that I know that we know that you are ready to move on. And the sooner you stop arguing with yourself about that, the sooner you can get excited about this process. Because then you'll see like the little nuggets that Spirit is putting in front of you of these really cool opportunities. It just feels like you're gonna start linking up with the right people that'll end up where you're meant to end up. Right here, these two cups are calling your attention a lot more than all of this old shit will be. But right now you're in that uncomfortable place. 5, I always describe as like when you shave your head bald and then it grows into that awkward bowl cut. That's what 5 represents. So either you commit to this awkward moment so that you can push through, be strong enough to get to where it is you want, your expression and experience of self, or do you shave your head bald and start the fuck over? This full moon is advising you that we don't go backwards. That is what I am seeing for you, Sagittarius. Please let me know how that resonates, what came up for you in those comments, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is up, my loves? Let's see what this full moon in Virgo has in store for you. Oh my God. I've never channeled this song before, but it came through so clearly. It said, hush little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna sing you a lullaby. Oh my god, you guys. Where? Where? Oh my god. This full moon is releasing so many fucking burdens off your shoulders. They're like, rest, honey, rest. Truly, sit back, receive. Oh, wow. This is something I've been seeing a lot for you guys, actually, is you guys have been like getting your money right, getting your business right, getting like your finances in order, your health in order, and it feels like someone in your life feels salty about it for some reason. And I just keep seeing you in this, trying to keep them in your friend circle, when Spirit keeps saying, how many times we got to show you, you've outgrown this. Rest. Stop arguing with yourself about it. So how can Capricorn affect this situation? Go with the flow. Invoke more of the sea, less of the goat, okay? And how is Spirit handling the situation? Ooh. Damn. How I'm seeing it is it's almost like how they're showing it to me is like in the craft when, what's her name? Nancy. I think Nancy? No. Please tell me in the comments if you can remember. But when she changes her hair color into blonde so that everyone else sees her hair as blonde, but it was just like a magic trick. That's what I see Spirit doing for you, is they're like making you look so fucking good right now and so fucking appealing. It feels like you've been calling in the right people into your life, and now Spirit's making you look like that shiny lucky penny that somebody's like wanting to snatch up. Go with the flow. Everything is aligned for you to sit back and chill. That person is going to fade away as soon as you allow them to. You keep making space for them, whether that's literally like you're still keeping them in your life or you're just keeping them in your thoughts and in your mind and stuff. But Spirit's saying like, you don't need to keep circling that drain. You can simply let it go. On this full moon in Virgo, that Virgo energy feels really nice for the Capricorn energy, because it's that earth energy speaking to one another that's saying, okay, let's take care of business. Because we know that ultimately that's what's for our highest good, you know? Because it feels like you have the right people in your life that are seeing you for who you are, seeing you for your worth, essentially. Whereas it feels like the old relationships, the old friendships, connections, whatever, you felt like you had to show up as whatever version of you they projected on you. But you are walking into relationships that feel balanced. It just requires you to recognize and honor the shift that is happening and stop holding on to it. Prosperity, the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving and start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. To me, it just feels like you need to turn your gaze forward. Like the people that are now in front of you, the new connections you're starting to make, the new opportunities that are ahead of you, like really allowing yourself to engage with that community, as opposed to showing up for old energies, old relationships, because that you've outgrown. Bracket, the word that I keep hearing is bracket. You're in a new bracket, and I don't know how that relates to you specifically. Let me know in the comments if that specific phrasing speaks to you. But ultimately, it just feels like you got your money right. You got your numbers right. You got your health right. You're looking good, bitch. And the right people are seeing you. And so the old people, you can stop, like their vision is skewed. Stop trying to fix their glasses for them. Instead, go where people see you clearly. Just relax. You got this. The energy is being shifted for you. You just need to honor that truth and foster the relationships that are ahead of you, and stop giving so much of your energy to the relationships that you can feel in the background. That's what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. Please let me know how that resonates and what came up for you in the comments, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Aquarius, what's up, y'all? So The last reading that I gave you guys, I remember it so clearly, of Aquarius new moon, talking about how you guys are stepping in as a spiritual leader, and oh my god, you guys have so much energy around you, because there are a lot of planets still in Aquarius, I believe. But yeah, just from what I can feel on you guys, there's a lot of energy, especially in your solar plexus. Ooh, a lot of energy, a lot of emotions, just a lot. Peace of mind. Y'all are showing up with a bit of peace of mind. That's nice. Love to see that for you. Beautiful, beautiful. Some of y'all are still in a bit of denial, or at least struggling with the idea that some people need to leave the picture. Your message honestly is very similar to Capricorn, where it's talking about you genuinely needing to recognize that you are too aware, you are too conscious, you are too enlightened to continually, consciously lead a horse to water and then try to force them to fucking drink. Some people are not meant to evolve. Some people are meant to show us what it looks like when you don't evolve. Whether, you know, their path is to evolve or not, that's their path. That's their shit to sort out. But it feels like this Virgo full moon is really bringing to your awareness another layer to your divinity of being like, baby, you just realized how divine you actually are. How much you embody this divine feminine of community and nurturing and collective and birthing of a new. You just recognize that you are the Empress, whether you are masculine or feminine, whatever, we all have masculine and feminine aspects of ourselves, and it feels like you guys have recognized recently that divine feminine that exists within you, but yet we're still in this place where we're recognizing that layer of lack. We're like, no, we can't leave them. We have too much history with them. We can't say those things. We'll hurt their feelings. You know, let's just give them another shot. Let's hold more space for them. Maybe they don't get it, A, B, and C, but you know too much. You also know that you are acting against your highest good. And again, because you're so connected to spirit and so connected to the collective energy, you can feel that this is out of alignment with your highest good. You showing up as this high priestess in reverse, this is saying how you can affect the situation, Aquarius, is recognizing you've been going against your better judgment, ignoring your intuition. You are doing no one any favors when you keep trying to expend more energy than you should on people that, like, they'll never learn that lesson if you keep saving them, if you keep redirecting them. And maybe you're not supposed to be their spiritual leader. Maybe you aren't supposed to hold that space for them. You need to allow there to be space in that person's life for the correct person to come in and give them the wake-up call, give them the guidance. You are not that person, baby. You are that person for so many more. Like, you're getting in the way of the bigger picture. And you're getting in the way of it because there's an aspect of you, of your shadow self, that's still in the driver's seat saying, no, we can't afford to lose this person because then who will we be on our own? Baby, you will always be you, regardless of who's around you. The arts, that's been coming up for a lot of people. Okay, so sacred space, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. You need to be in your own space to create, express yourself through creative activities. Like we've talked about, you are connected to the Empress. You're a limitless being. If it seems that you have time, money, or other restrictions, it's simply because your mind is focused upon the material world. You can unlimit yourself by lifting the cloak of the material world from your focus. Music is essential for the expression of non-material ideals and energies. It allows us to escape all limitations in our thinking and very existence. Surround yourself in music and allow it to stimulate your own creative thinking and to spark new ideas. Flow with the music and give yourself permission to investigate and experiment with putting your creative ideas into action. Enjoy being limitless. Hell yeah! Well, that was beautiful, Aquarius. Let me know how that resonates for you. Let me know what came up for you in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.